Yeah, hi guys, Peter back for yet another video. I'm going to do an album review today. I was thinking of this band today because over the years I've listened to this band quite a bit, although um, certain albums in particular of the band actually. So I'm going to review their first album from 1978, and here it is. It's The Cars, the debut. Quite a famous album, iconic album. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts on this album here. There they are on the back and the song titles. If the glare is not too bad, there you go. And an iconic cover, 1978. So we're going to talk about this album. Released on June, I've got just a couple of little notes here. June the 6th, 1978, it came out. About 35 minutes or so in length through Elektra Records, of course. I guess you could say their sound is a mixture of a blending of new wave and rock or pop. They had very interesting keyboard sounds in their music and great guitar playing, of course. And the songwriting is top notch, of course. Produced by Roy Thomas Baker, who produced Queen, English producer. It had three big singles: "Good Times Roll," "My Best Friend's Girl," and "Just What I Needed." And so we'll just talk about the songs now. First song, "Good Times Roll," sung by Rick Ocasek, who's the main songwriter of the band. He wrote every song on this except the song Moving in Stereo, which I'll talk about later, which was written with Greg Hawkes, the keyboard player and multi-instrumentalist he is. And so "Good Times Roll," pretty good song, this one. Out of the three singles, it'd be my least favorite, but I really like it. Well done single, pretty catchy track, and that kicks things off. Sung by Rick Ocasek, of course, who him and Benjamin all share the vocal duties in the band. Now, "My Best Friend's Girl" is next. That's a classic piece of pop rock. It's quite in my way like a pop rock masterpiece in a way. Great playing from Elliot Easton, who's, as everyone knows, a very underappreciated guitar player. A lot of fans realise how good he is, but he's known as virtually from what I read, they keep calling him underrated or underappreciated or something. But he's very prominent in this album. That's a great piece of, as I said, "My Best Friend's Got a great piece of pop rock." Very catchy. The guitar solos there. Very well done piece of music, that one. Now, "Just What I Needed" has Benjamin Orr on vocals. His voice is just, I love his voice. Out of the two singers, I prefer Benjamin. Nothing against Rico Ocasek, who's got like this quirky sort of voice. But Benjamin Orr with these sort of songs and like slower ballads they did later on is perfectly suited to that. So this song is close to my favorite song on the album. This or a couple other songs, but it's a classic song. It's just pure catchiness, and the band is in great form on this, with Elliot Easton coming to the fore. And you got him starring a lot in this album on certain guitar parts in the album. Yeah, and that's one of the best on here for me. And these were top 40 songs in the US, of course. Then you got "I'm in Touch with My World." Greg Hawkes is prominent in that. Bit experimental sounding, bit slowed down, but quite a good track, I would say. It's a pretty good song, without being my favorite, but I do like the track. Then you got that is with Rick on the vocals also. Next song is Rick on the vocals. Again, Don't You Stop. Really good bouncy rocker, this one. I really like this one. It's one of my favourite deep cuts from the album. It gets going, and it's quite a good vibe to it, good groove to it. Pretty catchy track. Really like that one. Next one is You're All I've Got Tonight with again Rick on the vocals. Very rocking track. Quite a rocking track. More on the rock side than the pop side. And that's one of my favorite cuts off this album as well. And these songs at the time were very much all over the radio in the time, and even the deep cuts, Here in Australia, they got quite a bit of airplay as well. Next is Bye Bye Love with Benjamin Orr on the vocals. A really great singer, Benjamin Orr. Really like his voice. Very a mid-tempo rocker, you could call it, I guess. Quite a nice track. Quite a good track, that one. And that is the next one. So after that comes one of the anomalies of the album, a very moody sort of track, moving in stereo, moody, hypnotic, you could call it. Prominent bass in it, prominent, little bit experimental, you could say. One of my favorite car songs, actually. And they do this sort of thing very well. They're not just, they're just a catchy pop rock band. They can do these things, these mood pieces, you could say, I guess. Bit of very much a lot of substance to the songs, and they're very good at these sort of songs, the mood piece. And you find a little bit, one of the albums later, Panorama, it's got a bit of that darkness or moody vibe to it. So I really like that one. It's one of my favourite cuts by the band. Really like that one. And last but not least is All Mixed Up. So moving in stereo, it sort of just goes into the next song. There's no real break. It sort of just weaves into it. And this is another catchy tune again, and a great and end of the song is a great sax solo from Greg Hawkes, who's the keyboard player, and a very talented musician, as all the guys are. So that's the whole album. The band, of course, is Rico Kasek on rhythm guitar and vocals. You got the Benjamin Orr bass and vocals, Elliot Easton lead guitar, Greg Hawkes on keyboard, saxophone, percussion, and you got David Robinson on the drums. So there you have it. I'll try and give you my three favourites in no particular order. I'm just going to say three songs. So I'll just refer back to the CD. I have to say one of my top three, could be my favourite or close to it, Moving in Stereo. I really love that one. That's a standout. I'll have to go the other two of the singles, I guess, My Best Friend's Girl and Just What I Needed. But this is a real great album by the band. How much would I give it out of 10? Pretty high ranking. I was going to give it 10. I could give it 10, but I might go 9.5. I just think it's very, very consistent all the way through. It's just it could easily be a 10, but I'm just going to go 9.5 for this one, guys. There are songs that are better than other songs, probably that's the reason, but this pretty much hits the mark all the way through, so I'm going to give it 9.5 out of 10. What do you think of this album, guys? It's quite a famous album. Do you like the band? Do you not like them? I want to hear your comments down below, because I want to do more reviews of this band, Other Cars, because over the years I remember them back in the day. Pretty good band. So 9.5 out of 10 for me, guys, for this one. Comments down below, subscribe and all those things. and keep watching. I'll have more videos to come. Bye for now. Bye.